Hello friends, welcome to Defense Matrix. We will talk about Astra air-to-air missile today. In our discussion, we will also talk about comparable missile so that we will get the idea of how good the missile is. And we will not talk about the MBDA Meteor because that is completely different class of missile and will be like comparing apple and oranges, which I will not do. So let's start. Astra air-to-air missile, or to be precise, Astra Mk1, is developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO), and it is a beyond visual range missile. So by records, it's a 154 kg missile, which is, when compared with the AIM-120 AMRAAM, is 2 kg heavier, and when compared to the Russian R-77, it's lighter by 21 kilograms. And when compared with the Chinese PL-12 used by the Pakistan Air Force, is 25 kilograms lighter. All of them use solid-fueled rocket motor. The Astra uses a smokeless solid-fueled motor that propels it at a speed of 4.5 Mach, and all the missile in comparison more or less has the same speed. It uses a high explosive pre-fragmented warhead, and the detonation mechanism is radio proximity fuse. All the other missiles which we are comparing it with uses different detonation mechanism. But I'm not sure about the Chinese PL-12 because very less information is there. But it is speculated that more or less it's their R-77. So Astra uses a radio proximity fuse, whereas the R-77 uses the laser proximity fuse, and the American AIM-120 uses something what they call active radar target detection device. Now the terminal guidance system of all three missiles is active radar homing. So their brevity code is FOX3. For those who don't know about the active radar homing, is a missile guidance system that has a transceiver. That is, it has a transmitter and a receiver both. Whereas in semi-active radar homing, it only has a receiver, and the transmitter is a second body, and it has a brevity code of FOX1. Using the active radar homing gives certain advantages, like it has a better resistance to electronic countermeasures, better tracking capability, and higher kill probability, so that it gives the missile fire and forget feature. Now for the mid-course guidance system, Astra uses a fiber optic gyro inertial navigation system, and the AMRAAM and the R-77 also uses the inertial navigation system. So what is the fiber optic gyro? So the fiber optic gyro, in comparison to the conventional mechanical gyro, is much more faster to sense changes in orientation, as it uses Sagnac effect using a coil of optical fiber. So for Sagnac effect, please Google. I can explain, but it will completely go off topic. So simply putting, it makes inertial navigation more accurate. That we should know. And also Astra gets a mid-course update using a data link. The same is with the other two missiles also. Coming to the range of Astra in tail chase mode is 20 km, and in head-on chase is 110 km, and of the AIM-120C is less than 105 km, and of R-77 is also around 110 km. So what we should keep in mind is that this range is not the range for all altitudes. It varies with the altitude, as the air resistance is likely proportional to it. So the full range, that is the 110 km, is achieved when the missile is fired from an altitude of 15 km. And when the altitude is 8 km, the range drops to 44 km. And when fired from the sea level, the range is 21 km. So the other missiles follow the same trend. Now what happens when you launch a missile? The rocket booster boosts it to its maximum velocity, which in Astra's case is Mach 4.5. So when the fuel gets consumed, the missile glides towards the target. So in that stage, it bleeds off energy in much more faster rate, and the velocity also start to get reduced. So the full range, which is 110 km, is for the slow moving targets such as drones, AWACS and helicopters, and for the high maneuvering targets such as the fighter aircraft, the range should be somewhat between 60 to 80 km. So the seeker which is used can lock on to a target with RCS of 5 meters square from a distance of 15 kilometers, and enables off-bore launches up to an angle of 45 degrees. It also features lock-on before and after launch capability. So in final verdict, it is equal to or even better in some aspect when compared to AIM-120 C5 AMRAAM. It is better than R-77 used by the Indian Air Force, and can be better than the PL-12 which Chinese made. If you want me to summarize that all in Hindi, well, feedbacks are welcome. I can do that. You can write that in comment sections. Till then, like and subscribe. Jai Hind.